And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. High elves, dark elves, of course, you creepy lizard men lurking in the shadow. And a special shout out to all of you sacred ordered individuals out there that like to swing around these steel balls. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today inside of Raid Shadow Legends. Specifically, how far should you go? Should you do it at all? Maybe you should skip it. This Artor community milestone event that we have to get some perfect souls to light this guy's stars from not just the yellow to purple, purple to red. Well, coming over, let's talk about what you should be doing with this free champion. And speaking of free champions, I would argue these free champions are better than Artor. Use my link down below if you're a new player. Let's get you involved with Tagore right from the very get-go and Deacon Armstrong. Amazing epic at level 40 inside of Raid Shadow Legends. Wowie, wowie, zowie. Well, people, is this a wowie zowie character we have here? I want to hear your thoughts down below. I have a feeling a lot of people aren't going to say so. The funniest comment I heard about this guy is that this is basically the Walmart Arbiter. But you know what? Walmart isn't all that bad. Sometimes I just want to get a pack of like 10 black t-shirts for $2. I don't think they're that cheap, but you know what I mean. Sometimes a Walmart branded stuff is still pretty darn good. Here's the dealio. Let's start off with this, I should say, first and foremost. Then we'll work our way up to this community milestone event that's currently happening right now, our community weeks event that we're having right now in Raid Shadow Legends. First things first, I am the realist. We all know that. This is a free legendary champ. I saw people like, wait, how do I get this guy? This is the first month they're doing it. They're trying out this like new advent calendar type of system that's supposed to coincide with your normal daily login stuff, right? You know, you get your daily login stuff. We actually just passed the 270 threshold not too long ago. Hey, happy anniversary to me. That's a weird anniversary. I'm 270 days in. You guys know. Anyways, big deal. But they add additional stuff. So this month we have this advent calendar for Artor, and you get them for free through this advent calendar type of system, which is going to expire on May 4th. The problem with this is kind of a snooze you lose type of thing. You cannot claim rewards on missed days except guaranteed rewards. So anyways, you get the fragments for this champion, and you're able to summon him through the fragment system. And as you see right now, we are 50 shards into this champion. And here's the deal. Getting any free legendaries is always amazing, especially if you're free to play, you're a new player. So this is a nice thing that they're doing in the game. But if you're a mid-end game player, you're going to have a little bit different of a perspective, as we're going to talk about. So that's how you get the champion for free. How good is this champion? Well, the impressions I'm getting overall, Walmart Arbiter, my favorite description of this guy. He's an all right, all-around champion. He doesn't seem to be completely groundbreaking for like late mid, end game players of any sort. It's just a free champion. I think that's going to be great for newer people coming into the game. For me, I'm not really seeing where I can get immediate impact for my type roster. I mean, the hard mode, he seems to be decent in the hard mode dungeons. Okay. I feel like my clan boss, my Hydra stuff's in a pretty decent spot. Yeah, he's a support champion through and through. He's got a nice, little speed boost if you don't have a good speed aura for arena, I guess. He heals on the basic. He's got this instant inspiration, which gives you the increased attack, the strengthen buff. He fills Terminator of all allies by 50%. Hence, the budget, a Walmart Arbiter is all about turn meter gains and stuff like that. He's got this revive as well with the 50% HP, 50% turn meter, also increases the attack on them. And just when they revive, he activates their default skill, right? Kind of neat, right? And then he has this passive ability. If an enemy is killed by an ally's default skill after being revived, you reset the cooldown of revival mandate skills. It sounds like a fun, cool, all right champion. I kind of get more of a, especially when you compare it to Arbiter, sucks to compare it to her. It feels more like an epic type of kit rather than maybe a legendary type of kit. But again, it's a free champion, and especially for me, I'm going to get use out of it whenever there's going to be a champion tournament. I'll get points for summoning out of the fragments. So, I'm happy to have a free legendary in my roster. But I think the biggest thing for me, I wish he wasn't Sacred Order. Sacred Order's got so many free champions, good champs a lot of people have out there. I wish this was a free, and again, this is just the first. I'm sure they're gonna do more down the road. I wish they would maybe do something for like, the Ogren tribes, the lizard men, something of that nature, especially for myself. Everyone's roster is gonna vary a little bit, but I think it's, kind of commonplace that, like for example, we just had the Sacred Order, Alice the Wanderer. I've been having an absolute blast with this character here, so it's not like we're short on Sacred Order characters, what I'm saying. I wish it's for a different faction for my particular purposes right now. So I don't think it's on my immediate list of characters that I want to upgrade. I have a bunch of other epics and legendaries that I really want to get to before I get to Artor. But again, when you're a new free player, you take whatever legendary you can get and you use them. And he seems to be an all-around champion in that regard. Even though he's an Walmart Arbiter, I still take a budget Arbiter, especially if you don't have an Arbiter, right? So that leads us to our next conversation. The Community Week event, which just started today. Oh, by the way, we have a free gear removal that just started up today for the next week, 2 weeks. Yeah, so if you have any champions, you got to remod. Yeah, I know, like, some people gave me trash for my Jin Toro. Yeah, my Jin Toro's not the best. I know. I was just trying, again, the problem is I don't always have, like, the perfect sets. I'm trying to go for, like the actual primers, like attack, you know, the crit rate and stuff like that. So he's on my list of stuff that I want to upgrade or fix his artifacts, because recently, if you didn't watch it the other day, I ended up picking up this guy, and I really want to try to get Helicath, maybe Gentaro to work together. So that's going to be a whole different thing for the future. But anyways, I thought I'd throw it out there since we're talking about the stuff that happened in today's update. We have these community events that started up here, and we have some deets on the Discord that we're going to pull up in a second, but each milestone giving you a soul for the champion. But as we said, this doesn't seem to be like a mind-blowing champion, I think, for maybe most people in this game. I don't know if this is going to be a champion. I'll just say this to myself, unless you guys convince me. You know, it doesn't take much to convince me. I'm not seeing a big reason to go all the way for the 5 stars, especially because we are just coming off Lysander Beastbane, which for a lot of people, some people already skipped out on that legendary. I went for it because I enjoy chasing after legendaries, especially through fusions, and I think I can get some use out of him. I already opened up a bunch of shards for him, so I think I'm just gonna, I'll do what I do just like passively, what I would normally do otherwise. You know, like I'm gonna be upgrading champions tomorrow. We have ourselves the first event, the champion training event, which started today, which will give us the points to start moving our way along to for this community weeks that we have going on. But I'm gonna be mostly doing it tomorrow. We have a clan versus clan that's starting tomorrow, and I have a lot of champions I want to upgrade, so I'll do what I normally do, and if I get extra stuff for Artor, sure. I don't know if this is worth, you know, dumping all of your shards, you know, all of your energy, especially when we know there's going to be another fusion right around the corner. This is going to be something you want to dump everything into. If this is like maybe Mad Hatter, something like that, different story. Mad Hatter had an event like this. Lady Noelle, I think, had an event like this. A little bit different of a conversation, but I'm not sure if this is worth dumping all my resources in for this guy. But if, you know, if I can get a 2, 3, okay. Although I am interested in maybe going for the mythical skill tomb, that's a whole different thing. So let's go pull up the Discord server, show you what they got to say here, just so you can kind of get a loose idea of what this event's looking like here. So Community Week Titan event. So we have these Titan points that you can earn starting today to next Tuesday, May 6th. Don't miss this chance to get your hands on some truly awesome rewards. And then here's basically the reward breakdown here. Throughout the course of the Community Week's Titan event, you'll be able to earn 1,100 Titan points during the first part, which starts from today to April 27th. Oh, my bad. Did I say this is a 1 week event? No, this is 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks? Yeah, we still got 2 week event, May 6th. We have 2 weeks in here. And then the last week, 650 points. So it's going to be very front loaded in terms of the points if you're pushing for this event. And then the second week is from April 20th to May 6th. You can earn up to a maximum of 1,750 Titan points, but you only need 1,500 Titan points to unlock all the milestone rewards. There are plenty of available goodies to be earned alongside the milestone rewards. So you can get that one. If you are going all the way, you know, if you have a reason to do it, you have about a 250 points budget that you can work with to cut out. But yeah, as we saw, you'll get the souls, which is kind of the main thing if you are doing this event, skill tombs, shards, and more. And then the free gear removal that we talked about here. Really cool. I wish there was always free gear removal, but I get why they do it. Okay. So I digress. As I said, I'm probably not going to go all the way for this guy, but if I do my usual stuff, as I said, clan versus clan tomorrow, I'm going to be doing some champion training stuff. Sure. If I get some additional goodies while doing my normal, stuff inside of raid, awesome. If there's going to be any shard events, I think if we actually go to we have ourselves like progressive chance events going on here. We have a spider turn attack. Okay, sure. Champion training. Yeah, I just don't want to go too much into this because I feel like this is meant as a way to take some of my resource for whatever the next fusion might be. So yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know what you're doing with this. For me, I'll see what I can get just from doing sort of more of a minimalistic approach for all this. But for right now, I'm not seeing a need, especially for my Sacred Order being in a pretty good spot. then I need to go all in on this champion, and especially from some of the voices that I trust in this game. They're like, yeah, I'm not saying anything super duper impressive, but you know what? Let me know down below if you guys think this is a champion I should go all out. It doesn't take too much convincing. If we gotta open up shards, oh man, I guess we gotta open up shards. Am I right? I'm always having a fun time doing this, but just from an efficiency standpoint, I'm not seeing a big thing for me to go all in. Again, if it wasn't Sacred Order, I might have a little bit different of a tune. My Sacred Order is probably my best faction that I have upgraded to Knights, Revenant, Barbarians, things of that nature. But anyways, if you're a new player and you need to get some characters up and running in your roster, why don't you use my link down below? Scan that QR code. I'll get you to Gore right away when you start off in the game. And Deacon Armstrong, which I would probably say, let me know. That's a Sacred Order giveaway right there. I would say Deacon's probably a better character than Artor in that regard. A lot more turn meter, yeah. So I don't know. That's it for today. Maybe I'm being a little too mean to Artor, but I will say it again. Nothing wrong with a Walmart Arbiter. I'm just speaking from the heart right there. Leave that like, comment down below, subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And until we meet again, always remember how it's great to be in the Empire today. Great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.